the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the.
Tyson Fury being spoken to by Ben Davison. And there's the moment, the pre-fight kiss. I have never, ever seen that before.
So there's been a few, but people take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs. I think they all take drugs. All athletes.
Define all. Who's
everybody?
Well, obviously you're not talking about yourself, so.
Just got off the phone from Prince Khalid of Saudi Arabia. He told me this fight's a 100% on. August 14th, 2021, summertime. All eyes of the world will be on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I cannot wait, repeat, cannot wait to smash Anthony Joshua on the biggest stage of all times. This is going to be the biggest sporting event ever to grace the planet Earth. Do not miss it. All eyes on us. Peace out. God bless. See you all in Saudi! Yes! This is a reconfirmation of what I've said about fighting Anthony Joshua for fuck all in England. That's how the fight happens. I signed the contract today. The fight's got to be for free. Free to air television, all tickets go for free. No money is to be made out of this British historic fight if it happens. There's the terms. I'm in the driving seat. Take it or effing leave it. The ball is in your court, guys. Take it or leave it. Either way, I don't give a damn. There's the offer.
Final question for you. You've said that you want the deal with AJ to be done by the end of Monday.
Monday is the deadline. If they don't sign the contract by Monday, he's out the window, and he'll be exposed to the shit to you. Monday. Monday. Monday is the deadline. If they don't sign the contract by Monday, he's out the window, and he'll be exposed to the shit.
Down to the ground, cocaine.
Well, see, the one thing I do like though is because people are questioning Fury now, and he should be questioned because he really got let off the hook when he tested positive way back when. If the drug testing system was better in England, he never would have got to Vladimir Klitschko. He would have got caught in the Christian Hammer fight before he got to Klitschko, and he never would have had that opportunity to fight for the championship. So, and he was never made to pay for it. I mean, yeah, he got the backdated suspension, but like I said, he made the whole crazy story with the having uncastrated boar meat and all that. I know I'm repeating myself here, but it has to be said because no one's ever held him accountable for his actions. Every time he does something stupid, he just says something crazy. People write it, they laugh it off. I'm not going to sit here and say white privilege, but it's really teetering pretty close to that. I mean, think about it. Think about it. I mean, up until maybe a couple, we saw Fury roaming around maskless. Deontay Wilder caught more hell for wearing headphones at a press conference than Fury did for, his irresponsible actions in getting this fight postponed.
Give power to my nigger sword!
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Hold on, let me say what's up to my niggas.
I think you don't know, now you know.
I just had to salute all you niggas. Salute to you niggas. y'all just mad because Deontay lost. You know, you just... What up, niggas? What up, niggas? How y'all niggas doing? It's a beautiful day. Y'all on y'all 30 for 30? Huh? I'm talking to the spineless jellyfish right now. Because what we're going to review is what you niggas refuse to talk about. But it's really happening behind the scenes. I keep telling y'all, the block is hot. You know what I mean? You know, so a lot of this is about boxing. And, but it's really about the disgusting behavior in the sport of boxing. The disgusting behavior that you refuse to acknowledge. Now, let me say this real quick before I do this roll call real fast. Let me say this. It's been about, what, 3 weeks now since Ryan Garcia got dumped on his head with a body shot. I don't know why I keep getting these notifications about shit that's happening in the UK. A woman held hostage is shot dead in the UK. I didn't even click on that yet. Wow, sounds like y'all got the same problems we got over here, but whatever. Look, seeing a lot of people feeling sorry for Ryan Garcia, talking about, hey man, he had a moment in the camp, and oh my God, Guzman was in on it. Yeah, you know what? Everybody was in on it. Does this sound familiar? Does it sound familiar? You know what? I gotta skip the roll call. I see y'all in the building. Salute to y'all, man. Much love and appreciation. If I don't say your name, just know I love you. Does this sound familiar? I don't want to hear anything about Ryan Garcia being up against it. Tank telling him the day to weigh-in, you ain't eat breakfast this morning. I said, oh, shit. And Ryan standing there, yes, I did. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. There were YouTubers talking about what you did and didn't do in camp. How did they know? You didn't have a mole in the camp. You had moles. Plural. Plural. 2, 3, 4, possibly your entire camp. You think that Mongolian kid was the only mole in your camp, Ryan? Wake up and smell the failure. What? You thought your little Instagram followers, your millions of Instagram followers, your pretty looks that Bernard Hopkins said you had, you think that was going to get you a fair shake? Wow. But no excuses, though. No excuses. No excuses, right? I'm everywhere but nowhere. I see what these motherfuckers are writing. Although I don't comment, you won't even know where I'm at. But whenever something strange happens in boxing, I like to check chats to see what's going on, to see what people are saying. Y'all think Ryan is the victim? I thought boxing was clean. We told you Deontay Wilder had moles in his camp. We told you that there was a failure on the inside and outside. No one cared. It fell on deaf ears. Well, you know what? I don't care what happened in Ryan Garcia's camp, because it was his responsibility to make sure it didn't happen. Take that! Ryan is young. He'll be back, right? Right? For all we know, Bernard Hopkins and De La Hoya were the moles. Where were they at the post fight? Take that! Sounds familiar? Now you want to cry for Ryan? Nope. Nope. Not having it. Are you okay? Homie put it on his Instagram. Are you okay? Ryan, that's your first fight back. You got to go get that back. You got to go get him. Guess what? I don't want to hear, oh, well, he's nothing. He's nobody. No, don't give him a payday. Tank gave you a payday. Take that. Till this day, pun intended, I don't know how the hell you got a Gatorade deal. This isn't hate. I'm just wondering how. Why? What? What did he do to get a Gatorade deal? Tell me. Because he had it before the Fortuna fight. He's hitting pads with Damian Lillard on a commercial. I'm like, wait a minute. What did he do? It's a real question. What did he do? What up, Trill Will? Justice for Mark Breland. Trainers get fired every day. Right? Reynoso just came out and shit all over him. Maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. It's in Spanish, but it's been translated. Eric Jordan, that super chat, much love. He said, what up, Drew? Keep up the good work, bro. I'm on the job, man. Salute to you, bro. And I'm bringing up Ryan to bring up this. We want to talk about, because it's corrupt what happened to Ryan, right? But is it corrupt? Is it fair game? Boxing, please. It's fair game, right? It's fair game. Because it's Ryan's responsibility to check his camp. It's Ryan's responsibility to check his water. It's Ryan's responsibility to check his diet. Now you got people coming out saying, yo, he only came to train 3 days out the week. You got Reynoso saying he was difficult in the gym. You lost to a body shot. You quit because when he said 10, you stood up. You robbed the bank. 1.4 million in pay-per-view sales. You robbed the bank. Good job, Ryan. But to the fans that feel sorry for him, man, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all with the lit flare. Right in the poop chute. He robbed the bank. Now, what does this have to do with this picture right here? Fair game. You need to watch your camp and watch all of that stuff. When it comes to poison and water, that's corruption. But y'all don't believe that shit until it happens to someone that you support. I always knew how dirty the game was. So when D took his helmet off, I knew what time it was. I said, oh, shit. I had people in the bar asking me, yo, your man do drugs? I said, no. What's wrong with him? People that don't watch boxing knew there was something wrong with him. I said, bro, he got. He got. Niggas like, what do you mean? I said, man, no, he got, man. I knew what it was. I knew what it was. But it don't happen, right? It happens on a grand scale, and it happens on a minute scale. From poisoning water to paying off judges and referees and entire sanctioning bodies. How fitting is that clip? As I play it, you see Daniel Kinahan pointing at it. I'll play it again. Look, I didn't set that up. This is the universe talking to y'all. Look, he's telling you. Kinahan is pointing. Look. Godfather.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
So now, by now, y'all know who this man is. We didn't know who the fuck he was until this.
Hello there. I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get up there, my boy! Big shout out, Dan. He got this done. Literally over the line. 2-fight deal. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next year. One problem. I just got to smash Deontay Wilder's face right in the next fight. And then we go into the Joshua fight next year. So there we are. The Gypsy King versus AJ is on for next year, but there's a hurdle in the road called the Bronze Bomber, aka the Knockout King, and I will get onto him and knock him spark out, and then we got on to the big fight. So big thank you, Dan, for getting this deal over the line. All the best. God bless you all. See you soon. Peace out.
It was with that interview, I said, wait a minute, who the fuck is Daniel Kinahan? That was the first time I ever heard that name. I said, who is that? I said, who's that? Who is that? Is he the white Al Heyman, some dude in boxing that we never heard of? I said, well, who is that? So I go to Google. Went to Google. And I said, whoa. Wait a minute. What? Is this the same guy? Is there another Daniel Kinahan running around here? Is that the same guy? That can't be the same guy. Then I started finding pictures like this. I said, holy shit. This isn't a local drug dealer that owns a block or two. This guy's the real deal. The real deal. I said, wait. I didn't believe it for like 2 days. And I said, oh, he just shouted this guy out. What the fuck? You're not supposed to broadcast you have a relationship with this guy. Then I said, wait a minute. What the fuck is an MTK Global? And it was on ever since. By the way, y'all, he's still at large. So let us read as a family. Let me move this picture of these two criminals. Let's do this. Let me read this to y'all. This is him, El Chapo of Ireland. How a tweet led to the downfall of $1 billion drug cartel. The Kinahans are accused of running a murderous criminal gang comparable to the Camorra in Italy or Los Zetas in Mexico. As the law catches up with them, it appears their ties to big match boxing could be their undoing. Basically, what they're saying here is they were fine until someone said something in boxing. Let us read. Daniel Kinahan was at the top of his game, living it up in a luxury apartment at the Palm Jeremiah Resort in Dubai. The boxing-loving Irish gangster had just been checked 3 times by heavyweight champion Tyson Fury.
Hello there. I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed.
What?
Shut the fuck up!
Now, let me be very clear. I'm not making this up. This isn't alleged. I'm reading the fucking article. You know how many Americans don't know or care about this shit? But when we said, yo, Deontay Wilder was up against a little more than a 6'9", 300-pound fat ass in the ring, when we told y'all that, we said there was a whole system in place fucking with him, on top of him being drugged. When we told y'all that, y'all said impossible. That's what y'all said. Some of you are the same motherfuckers running around in these Ryan Garcia threads feeling sorry for him. Oh, man, he had moles in his camp. It wasn't fair. Fuck y'all. How about that? Because what happened to him was minimum. All Ryan had to do was show up to camp and listen to Goosen and do the best he could. He didn't do it. The issue was not the weight, the catch weight and shit. That's not the issue. That was never the issue. They can fight at 140, 135, or 130. He cannot beat Tank. Bottom line. He didn't get tired. That was skill set or lack thereof. Thank you, Xavier. Go listen to what I'm gonna review it tomorrow. What Reynoso said about Ryan Garcia. His lack of work ethic showed in the Tank fight. He has a lot of natural talent. He's tall for that division. He has a lot of natural abilities. But Instagram followers does not translate in that ring, and Tank knocked him on his ass. Devin knocks him on his ass. Frank Martin styles on him. Michelle Rivero styles on him. Marketing scheme, and it showed. But if you want to talk about what happened with Ryan, thank you, Slim Hussein. Canelo Ben told us like last year. And y'all really thought he was going to beat Tank? Fine. 1.4 million buys. And casuals bought the hype. And the same casuals are running around in some of these chats talking about, oh, I feel sorry for Ryan. He had all this shit. Man, fuck y'all. Ryan wasn't up against this. Deontay was up against this. This. Shit went sour for Ryan because all this corruption. We telling y'all this is what Deontay was up against, and y'all don't want to hear it. Skinny legs, and all he has is a right hand, right? What the fuck did Ryan have? He had a left hook. He threw it 3 times in a row. Missed once, missed twice. Tank was like, all right now, don't do it. Oh my God, he's doing it again. Boom. Second round. Then got the nerve to lose with a body shot and sit there. I don't want to hear, oh man, you don't know what it's like. You get hit. I've been hitting the body plenty of times. Probably harder than that by bigger dudes. I never once looked the ref in the eye and said, 10, okay, I'm going to stand up. Never. Never. 1.4 million buys. The world is watching you. You waited to hit 10 and stood up. And then talked to Goosen and told him, I didn't want to do anymore because of my body, you know? Yeah, Goosen knew. I knew. You quit. You quit. Then you want a post fight by yourself. You quit. When did Deontay quit? Fractured skull. And everything. And he was fighting back. And Mark fucking Breland. His shaking ass causing an earthquake. I'm going to tell you. He didn't quit. That man would rather die in the fucking ring. Ryan is waiting to see you hit 10 before he stands up. I don't give a fuck what anyone else is saying. I'm getting paid. That's your king, King Ryan, right? That's your king? Don't ever get it confused. Ryan had a couple of moles in the camp. He was supposed to shine. He was supposed to go out on his shield. He was supposed to be a warrior. He was not up against this. He wasn't going up against the WBC, the WBO, an entire crime cartel. Like we told you. Tay Jones getting phone calls. Yo, your man got cheated. Y'all don't want to believe him though, right? We just making it up. Deflated gloves and all that. And he had a fucking pattern of doing that shit. Y'all don't want to believe it though, right? And the fucked up part is, I do see a bunch of fucking monkeys in there capping for Ryan. A nigga with dreadlocks and his shirt off. Nah, real talk, I feel bad for Ryan.
Hello, monkeys.
Nah, he need to run that back. His ribs was hurt because he had that mole in the camp. You know what? You supposed to be beating your sparring partners' asses. The whole camp you in sparring, you supposed to learn, because your sparring partner's supposed to emulate the style you're about to go up against. You're supposed to learn and kick your sparring partner's ass. When Mike Tyson was at the top of his game, I heard he was beating the shit out of sparring partners. He had motherfuckers scared, some of them, scared to get in the ring with him, except the man named Oliver McCall. You're supposed to learn. But I'm seeing some of the pictures of these niggas, if they are really niggas, because you know what motherfuckers like to do. They like to hijack internet pictures and make it their avatars. There's a lot of that shit going on. Nah, Tank is fucked up. He felt he couldn't beat Ryan, so he sent a bunch of moles over there. And it'd be a monkey. Translation is, if Super Thug B-Hop can call Ryan pretty or sexy or whatever he called him, translation is, you're like, why does B-Hop get to fuck him in his ass? Why can't I? I'm so sick of you monkeys.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that!
Cobra looking ass. Human work. Human work. Yeah.
Monkey!
Ryan's pretty, right? Well, I done shit on that whole situation. Ryan wasn't up against this shit. Ryan wasn't up against this shit. This is corruption on the illest level. Okay? Okay. Let us read. Daniel Kinahan, okay, yeah, all right. The viral video clip was what I just played. Just getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. I just bought a brick of Coke. I'm just getting after. Look, it's right here. Look. I'm just getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Give it, my boy! A big shout out to Don. He got this done. Literally over the line. 2-fight deal. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next year. Fury, one of the world's most famous boxers, says in the June 2020 clip. So big thank you to Dan for getting this done over the line. All the best. God bless you. See you in Saudi. Peace out. And there it is right there. There you go. This video is what made us say, wait a minute. Who is he shouting out? I heard the name and then I Googled it. By the way, that's not how you spell his fucking name. Right there. That's not how you spell his name. I was Googling it spelt like that, which is why I couldn't find it for a second. Then I found it. Too many of the hundreds of thousands of sports fans viewing the clip, the name Daniel Kinahan may have meant little. But to those who in the know, it was a jaw-dropping evidence of how embedded the 44-year-old and the money he had in his family had made running one of Europe's biggest drug cartels and had become in the world of boxing. So I found out that this guy was a drug kingpin, and he ends up in the sport of boxing. Surprise, surprise. I said, wow. Wait a minute. This guy's involved in boxing? Wait a minute. Who is this guy? Less than 2 years later, Daniel Kinahan is on the ropes. His charmed life in Dubai and on the brink of collapse. Vice World News reached out to Fury's team for comment on his links with the Kinahans and is awaiting a response. Now, this is old. This is an old article. And since then, a lot has happened since then. Let's just say that. Vice is, I think they're going bankrupt. Let me address that real quick. Because they released something 2 days ago in reference to this situation. And some people are like, oh man, they rehashing old news. And look, man, shut up. I don't give a fuck. That don't mean it's fake. This was today, May 9th, New York Post. George Soros. $400 million deal to buy Vice Media out of bankruptcy. Oh my God, George Soros! Bankruptcy-bound Vice Media will reportedly be bought out by Chapter 11 by investors who include billionaire George Soros for about $400 million after the Brooklyn-based company, Brooklyn Stand Up, was once valued by nearly $6 billion. The cash-strapped media company has been prepping for the bankruptcy filing after failing to find a buyer over the past year. I mean, y'all don't want to know all of this. I just thought I'd share that. Because people try and discredit Vice. You know, they did a hit piece on Andrew Tate. It's media. They try and like run shit in certain directions. But let me be very clear. Vice wasn't the only people covering the Daniel Kinahan cartel. There's been various outlets. And if you, right here on YouTube, if you put in his name, you'll see a bunch of British and Irish media outlets covering Daniel Kinahan. It won't be in our algorithm because we ain't checking for him. If you just put in the name, you'll see me talking about it. You see our brother Art Hostage talking about it. But no, look deeper. Because I was shocked. I said, I don't watch this British news. But yeah, he's on fire in these streets. So, fair use. Let's get it.
2 years since this feud erupted in the capital. It's every bit as dangerous and frightening.
February 2016. It's early afternoon and the weigh-in before a boxing tournament at the Regency Hotel in Dublin. Fighters, managers, members of the media and the public are milling around. All of a sudden, the sound of shots. Two men stormed the hotel lobby wearing mock Irish police uniforms and blasting AK-47s.
For someone, they shot up a fucking weigh-in with AKs. Brat! Shot it up. Let me ask y'all a question. Name one weigh-in anywhere in the States. Anywhere. Fuck that. Mexico too. Name anywhere where a fucking weigh-in got shot up. I've seen fights, shoving matches between the fighters. Tell me where that's happened. Go ahead. Salute the Dapper Dons and that super chat. Much love and appreciation. Said, keep cooking, OG. Just came back from Thailand. The food was awesome. The women, hospitality, weather, culture, all A1. Tear came down my eye when I got back to the U.S. I might marry a Thai feminine woman, Drew. And on God, yo, bro, live your life. I support black relationships, but brothers, if you cannot, if you tried and you cannot, do what works for you. Do what works for you. Salute to you, fam. If you can't, if you tried and you can't, do you. I am not mad at you. Salute to you. Listen. Fair use.
To be shot dead at a boxing weigh-in, was remarkable.
He was spotted by the three armed people who were dressed as Gardaí and they shot him there and then.
It was a chaotic but carefully orchestrated attack that left one dead and fell short of its intended target, Daniel Kinahan, the day-to-day head of the Kinahan cartel.
They refer to what he owns as a cartel. So they went in there looking for him. They blasted everybody but him. This is some shit out of a movie. This is who Tyson Fury was shouting out.
A criminal syndicate set up by his father in the late 1990s, which is now one of the largest in the world.
It's a never-ending page-turner, this story, really.
Daniel has overseen the family operation from a Dublin drug dealing gang to a globe-spanning operation, now thought to be worth €1 billion.
€1 billion. Fair use, y'all. €1 billion. €1 billion. It's a drop in the bucket for him to pay off referees and judges. But if you want that done, hey, Bob, I'll tear this shit up. But for everything to go smooth, I think you need to put some love in my pocket, my bank account. Write it off as consultant fees. Oh shit, $8 million to be exact. $8 million to be exact. $8 million to be exact. But I'm just talking though, right? Did Bob Arum not pay this man $8 million in consultant fees? Yes or no? Put in the chat, yes or no? Did Bob Arum not pay Daniel Kinahan $8 million in consultant fees? Yes or no? Then tell me what the fuck for? What the fuck does Daniel Kinahan, who's younger than me, what the fuck does he know about boxing that Bob don't know? And salute to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. I'm just cooking right now. I got to get to these points. Let us play this. Fair use.
The Regency shooting was not simply an eruption of violence from Dublin's criminal underworld. It revealed the extent to which it had spread. well beyond Ireland and especially into the world of boxing. Welcome to the business of crime. In this episode, we're looking at how an Irish crime syndicate has escaped authorities for decades and how its boss became one of the most influential figures in British boxing.
Wow. But nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. Nothing happened to Deontay. Nothing happened. They unplugging cameras and shit. The glove visibly was deflated. D takes a helmet on. He looked like he smoked a fucking... He looked like he did 3 lines of coke and smoked a blunt the size of a goddamn building. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with him? Yo, listen, guys, I shit you not. I was at a bar in Queens watching it, right? Let me unplug this. This shit makes a lot of noise.
Dawn in Catalan.
Oops, I don't fuck.
Columbus used it in everything, including the sails of his ships, the oil.
Hold on. My bad, y'all.
The most influential figure.
Let me unplug this for a second. Makes noise. Listen, y'all. When D took the helmet off, they zoomed in on his face. And it was a big old screen. And I was eating some onion rings. And I had an onion ring, and I was like, and I'm looking up like, and D did this. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, my boy says, yo, your man smoke? I don't know. You do drugs? Doubt it. What's wrong with him? We're in a bar, which means majority of the people in the bar, they're out because it's just something to do. It's a fight party at a bar, a big crowd. I knew what time it was. I said, man, somebody fucked him off, man. Somebody fucked him off. I knew it. I knew what I was watching. But what was I gonna do? Run around the bar and start saying, no, he got drugged. No. I knew what time it was. But I held on to hope. I said, man, just land a right hand and end this shit fast. Somebody got him. I knew it. I knew what I was watching. And when the shit was over, I put myself in a place of denial. I said, no. He wasn't drugged. He just had an off night. I don't know. Maybe he was fucking all week. I don't know. Maybe he didn't take him serious. I don't know. I don't want to hear it. For 2 weeks, people was in my inbox. Yo, you need to see this. You need to see this. And I'm like, oh, look. I don't want to be that guy. Whatever. We'll get him next time. I don't want to do this. And then I just said, you know what? Let me just open up one of these emails. And I opened it up, and they zoomed in on that fucking glove. I was like, what the fuck? My heart sunk. I said, come on, man. Come on. Really? Really? Then when you start, Art Haas was in the building, moaning, all good. I said, okay. You do more research, you find that motherfucker has a reputation of doing that. He's done it before. He did it before. Then going back to the end of the first fight, there was a video on YouTube, it's still on YouTube. Charles Martin said during the draw, the first fight, he said, yeah, it was a great fight, but I never seen a glove do that. Remember that? And then I went back and watched the first fight. I said, oh shit, look at this glove. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Then later on, you find out about Daniel Kinahan. All of these things, it matched. Look, I don't have a problem dealing with the UK fans. Because the motherfuckers that don't take any of this into consideration, y'all ain't shit anyway. I already know what time it is with you motherfuckers. We've been ignoring you. Yo, let me say it again. Y'all ain't shit anyway. Y'all not. We already know what time it is. Y'all jumped on the Fury bandwagon because AJ started looking like trash. Y'all just sucking the next nigga dick. Onyx, 1993, sucking the next nigga dick. Matter of fact, I'm going to clip the beat and just play it. For y'all motherfuckers. I've asked, where the AJ fans at? Y'all vanished. Y'all fucking vanished. So I'm not concerned about those fans. But to deny what we're talking about here? All right. I got you. Give me a second. To deny what we're talking about here? I sent it to you on your DM. To deny what we're talking about here, you got fucking problems. And if you black, whoa.
Monkey!
Nigga. I ain't got to make none of this shit up. So now we're at the part where they shot up a weigh-in looking for Daniel Kinahan. When has Al Heyman been shot at? Some of you motherfuckers don't even know how he looked. Shot up all the hostage in the building, man. Looking. All right, what up?
Morning, how you doing, Drew? Lovely to hear your voice.
Yes, sir. How you been?
I was busy as usual, you know, the usual stuff, daily attacks, but that tells me that I'm right over the target. When they attack you viciously, you know that you're over the target.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
You know, and as I say, we're seeing movement on the Kinahans because the great rivals in the Hutch-Kinahan feud, Jerry the Monk Hutch, was cleared of murder of David Byrne, and now he's free. So maybe they're going to focus on the Kinahans now because, you know, it could get to a situation where that feud is reignited.
So let the people know who Hutch is.
Well, Jerry the Monk Hutch runs an organised crime group that was traditionally into armed robberies and things like that, not drugs. But the Kinahans, as we know their history, but there was one of the Hutches, Gary Hutch, worked with Kinahan and they murdered him, which then triggered the Hutch to respond to try to kill Daniel Kinahan in Dublin at the weigh-in, and they killed David Byrne instead. And then afterwards, we've had 18 different people been killed on both sides, mostly from the Hutch side. Now, they accused Jerry the Monk Hutch, the leader of the gang, right, of murder, right, but he was acquitted, right, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And so now he's free, and so that it could reignite this feud again. But, you know, we've heard lots of different rumours that the Kinahans fled to Iran and they're here, there and everywhere. Well, I've always maintained that they're in Dubai because that's where they've got most influence, you know, maybe Doha, right? But, you know, if authorities want them bad enough, they will just go and get them. And if they're such a danger to national security, why haven't they sent in a CIA wet squad to just take them out? Well, and then...
Well, I was going to say, well, first, salute to Hell's Bells in that super chat myself. He said, art's in the house. No diggity doubt, man. I see you, Rachel Nonito. His net worth is in the billions. And, you know, money talks. Money shit take a hop. You know what I mean? So his net worth is in the billions. So could it be that he's paying people off to stay off his back? Could it be that?
Well, I would imagine that the Kinahans have got blackmail material on certain government ministers and royal family members in the Middle East. We also got to remember it was the Kinahans' cocaine seized in Philadelphia, 17 tons. And yes, you're quite right, they're worth billions. But the other possibility is that they're sitting down with MI6, the DEA and the FBI, directing them around the world, taking down rival groups. Okay, so they're now registered informants because over the last year, 18 months, we've seen more Godfathers and more drug rings taken down than ever before. So maybe the Kinahans are sitting at the table directing authorities round the world to take down not only rivals but to stop drugs here, there and everywhere. And they're being paid for it. You know, they're informants. They're the only reasons why they haven't been taken out, because many other people have been arrested and extradited from Dubai. The Kinahans seem to be the last men standing.
So they turned grand snitch.
Well, they may have been doing this for many years because, you know, of the intelligence that the Kinahans can give to the security services in the West with regards Hezbollah, with money laundering, Iranian government and other people. So, yes, they may have been MI6 assets for many, many years.
Oh, my God. Wait, pause. Time out. Shout out to Nonito Donaire with his $5 massage in that damn good weather. I'm so jealous right now, man. Anyway, boxing, please. So it's sort of like what was the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and what was that movie?
Catch Me If You Can.
No, not Catch Me If You Can. With Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah, the Departed.
Right, yeah. Remember, at the end of the day, Jack turned out to be, he was CIA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Could it be? I mean, could it be one of those situations? Well, maybe not Daniel's CIA, but it's like, yo, we got you, but we need to take down everything around you, and we're going to cut you a deal. We're just going to make it disappear. Could it be that? Like you said.
Yeah.
He might be directing traffic at this point.
No, exactly. I mean, what you say is precisely... right, one of the many things, because look, we always talk about Daniel Kinahan, but don't forget it's his father, Christy Kinahan, who still pulls the strings. Let's think of Daniel Kinahan as Michael Corleone and Christy Kinahan, right, as Vito Corleone, the father. Okay, so behind the scenes, behind Daniel is Christy Kinahan, okay, who's one of the most, you know, one of the most clever godfathers. He speaks 5 different languages, Russian, you know, all the different languages, very, very clever man. So really, we're only seeing Daniel because he was the one who got involved in boxing, but really, behind the scenes, his father still pulls the strings.
Jesus Christ, man. And like I said, man, boxing was just to wash his shit. And for those people that think we just making shit up and making excuses, yo, look, man, MTK Global was a big deal, and it vanished. It's gone.
Uh-huh.
It's gone. When we was in Vegas, I knew exactly who was from across the pond because they had MTK Global shirts on. They don't exist. Can you even find one on eBay now?
Yeah, and also, sorry.
Right now, in Africa, there's, and I'm not kidding, somewhere in the village of Africa, some kids are wearing a 1993, I want to say 93, 1993 NBA championship, Seattle Supersonics. Everybody in the chat, tell me what's wrong with what I just said. 1993 NBA championship Supersonics shirt. You remember the shirts they used to make for the NBA champions in the 90s? A 1993 NBA Supersonic championship shirts. Gary Payton, Sean Kemp. Now, what's wrong with that picture? I'll tell you what's wrong. The fucking Sonics didn't win. The Sonics didn't win. Right now, wear those shirts. Can I go to an African continent and find MTK? Can I go to the Africa, like an African country, and find MTK Global shirts somewhere? You can't buy them. It's the shirts that didn't make it. Well, we either gonna sell the Bulls shirts or the Sonic shirts. The Bulls won. Take those shirts and donate them. I'm dead serious. I seen them. I seen the shirts. They had them for the Sonics. I seen them for the Blazers. I seen them. I said, wait a minute. They didn't win in 93. They didn't win in 92. What the fuck? They just gave them to a country that needed it. So where the fuck are the MTK Global shirts? Gone. All those fighters. I think Josh Taylor just got straightened out, so he can fly now. What about everybody else?
What about Tyson Fury? He's still on the ban list. I mean, come on. I mean, the heavyweight division of boxing is meant to be the standard bearer of boxing. And look at the chaos in the heavyweight division. And most of it, you can look at it all going back to Tyson Fury. No one wants to fight him. No one wants to do business with him. When Usyk offered him everything he wanted, he ran away because he's frightened. Okay, well, he needs time, Tyson Fury, to get rid of the cocaine in his system. We keep seeing him being interviewed when he's high on cocaine. I mean, what is going on? I mean, it's in everyone's face. It's not hidden away behind closed doors taking cocaine. He's high as a kite when he's being interviewed. I mean, honestly, what kind of advert does that send?
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever someone tells you that this is just sour grapes, no, just ask them the facts. Y'all remember 2 weeks ago we had Kevin Kelly on here. There was things he didn't know about Tyson Fury. And I had to just let him know. I said, look, man, the man hasn't been, he really genuinely didn't know. I said, look, the man, the WBC world champion, is not allowed in the States. He didn't know. He didn't know. So this is not coming from a place of hatred. Well, it is now. I fucking hate the guy. After what I found out. After what I found out. I felt the same, not as strong with Canelo, but I felt the same way. I said, look, man, I supported this guy. He's vacating belts, and then he pops dirty. I was like, what the fuck, man? I fucking supported this guy. At one point, I supported Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder supported Tyson Fury. And look what he did. Look at all of this mess. And he's unapologetic. So I have no problem saying I fucking hate this guy. I fucking hate him. Here's why. Here's why. It's not blind. Deontay's not the first fighter that I supported that lost the fight. I don't care about that. It's the conditions in which he lost under. And what's enraging is that you got a bunch of motherfuckers that swear they love boxing that are just ignorant. And ignorance is a choice. All of these things that we uncovered about Daniel Kinahan. Matter of fact, you even have to say uncover. This is all public record, for fuck's sake. The man can't fly to the United States. He had a whole mansion in Vegas. Gone. Why? Why isn't ESPN talking about this? Why isn't Shannon Sharp talking about this? Why is it not plastered over YouTube other than us talking about this? But I know we're the haters, right? This was a fucking fix. So when Ryan Garcia's complaining about whatever's going on, you guys are, because Ryan ain't really complaining about what happened in the camp. He just said it and he's over it. But I seen a lot of motherfuckers talking about, oh, Ryan, he got jerked. Yo, shut up. What happened to Ryan didn't happen to Deontay Wilder. Shut up. Where's my button? Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. This is real shit right here. Is Tank kicked out the country? 90 days for some driving incident. I don't care. I'm sorry, I just had to go off on that.
Well, no, to be honest with you, but The tide is turning now, Drew. Obviously, those of us who've seen the evidence, we've got our opinions, but those who used to deny it all, you'll notice going forward, Drew, they say, I don't know, I'm not sure now. That is slowly coming around to the prospect that what we've been saying is the truth. Time reveals all truth. Now, listen, Drew, we've got to allow those people to come from denying it to being unsure, and then finally they can see the light and see the truth and see the evidence, and it's a process. But I've noticed that people who used to defend Tyson Fury and all the connections with the Kinahans are now saying, I don't know, I'm not sure. So I think that is progress.
I hope so. I hope it's progress. Is my mic a little low, y'all? Nonito said turn my mic up. I turned it up just a little bit. But, it's at the point where it's undeniable. And to not want to talk about it means that we've been right the whole time.
Yes.
And thank you, Art, for being on top of this. I already told you how I found you by accident, because it was just me just doing research. Like, we don't get your algorithms are based off of what you cover a lot. And every now and again, something will come up, boxing related, that I don't, and it's coming from a channel I don't really fuck with, and I just don't. But when I started Googling Daniel Kinahan, and then I put it in YouTube, I started seeing a lot of British news outlets, and this is a big story about this guy. We don't know over here, but this is big news. These are big news outlets in the UK and in Ireland covering this shit. And to act like it, because we don't see it here, to act like it's not real, is irresponsible. It's what I call our American ignorance. You know what American ignorance is? American ignorance is me growing up in a mixed neighborhood. Everybody Asian, we called Chinese. And they knew karate. Not kung fu, karate. That's American ignorance. Everybody from the islands is Jamaican. They can't be Antiguan. They can't be Crucian. They got to be Jamaican. And call a Haitian a Jamaican. That's a fight. That's what I call American ignorance. But in this day and age, see, back in our day, we literally had to go to a library. We literally had to pick up a book. Remember encyclopedias? We had to read those, okay? Now, it's at our fingertips. We got high-powered computers at the touch of a button. Ignorance is not a fucking excuse.
Exactly. I mean, there's two words, right? When you describe an African American, and if you describe people from the Caribbean, right? They're Afro-Caribbeans. It's not hard. It's not rocket science.
Correct. And to be ignorant on this level, especially when you're an adult, all right? There's certain people that I won't have a conversation with. It's like, I'll use my brother Scrapbook Boxing as an example. He's been around. That man's forgot more boxing than we think we know. Imagine a 19-year-old. Now, you can be wise beyond your time, but a 19-year-old, well, let's say Scrap is on the panel and this 19-year-old comes in and just says, hey, man, Jack Johnson didn't do all that stuff. It's like, young man, how do you know? And he just start jaw-jacking about various talking points that people have made. And it's like, bro, you don't know. It's like you don't entertain certain things. I'm not talking about, you can get educated from certain YouTube channels, but some of the channels, they're just flapping their gums. But there's research you can do. You can compare timelines and stuff like that. It's called research, and some people are just lazy. They'll go to one channel and listen to it and take it as gospel, especially if it agrees with a talking point. You got to compare talking points. You got to compare timelines. You got to look beyond YouTube. Go to Google and use it for what it's fucking for. People don't want to do that. When we was telling you, hold on, forget Deontay's loss. What's wrong with those gloves? How did he get in there with that? Oh, there was no glove cheats. Mike Fox. Remember what happened to him? We had his father. And let me explain to you how crazy things are and how people could lose sight. Y'all remember when I had Mike Fox's father on here? And salute to him. But I'm gonna use him as an example to make a point. the Deontay Wilder situation came up. And I recall him saying he didn't really understand it. And if you go back to the show, the purpose of me having him on the show is because what they did to his son. And I had to say to him, I said, well, brother, look, go back and watch the show. And it's been a while. It's been almost about a year. But I had to let him know. I said, look, bro, what happened to D to you might sound far-fetched. I said something to this effect. And it was very polite. But I said, that's kind of fugazi based off of, to say what happened to Deontay is impossible is a little crazy because of what happened to your son. If you remember, his opponent got to the ring and the gloves were skinned. Now, a lot of people never heard, either you heard of skin gloves or if you never heard of it, you didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But in the ring, the ref saw it and said, what is that? Who signed off on these? You remember? And you heard someone say, I didn't, which means the gloves were skinned and he got to the ring. How the fuck you get to the ring past the commission in the goddamn locker room? But salute to our brother Cano Loco, who said, hey man, I've been in locker rooms at the commission supposedly overlooking shit. They're on their fucking cell phones, typing away. And Cano Loco would know. So of course this motherfucker got to the ring. But wait a minute, it didn't end there. He beats his opponent's ass and they rob him. That's why I asked his father to be on the show. They tried to cheat him with the equipment. That didn't work. And then they cheated him on the cards, courtesy of this bitch right here. Gloria Martinez, WBA Female Judge of the Year, whom they slapped on the wrist and suspended. She's married to a high-ranking official in the WBA. And then we find out that this bitch is an absolute racist, calling Michelle Obama all kinds of monkeys and shit. Come on now. And we pointed that out. So all the motherfuckers that are hating on LDBC champs were pointing that shit out. Where was their content about that bitch? Where was that? I don't know. I'm everywhere but nowhere. I said, nope, he ain't talking about this, he ain't talking about this, he ain't talking about that, but he can talk about me. He can talk about 78, he can talk about black, he can talk about BFDB, but that shit, he did no content on, and she was reprimanded. She came back, she's still judging, by the way. I did a video about that. But you motherfuckers want to talk about us for pointing out that shit. We are quality control, and we're still talking about it. The same motherfuckers that talk about us, where are your Daniel Kinahan videos? You don't want to talk about it. You know why? In the long term, we're going to be right. This ain't sour grapes. Deontay Wilder's not the first fighter we supported that lost at all. Before there was an LDBC, there was a lot of fighters I supported that lost. It's nothing new. It's boxing. But I'm talking about the conditions. And if it was just a loss, I could take just a loss. But when this shit happened, I was like, whoa, hold on. It took a cartel, the WBO, the WBC, right? WBO Bob Arum, WBC Mauricio Suleiman. All of that to take down a guy that only has a right hand? Are you fucking kidding me?
Also, don't forget, 2 days before the fight, they changed the referee. Then when Tyson Fury was hit the deck, okay, right, the count went to 500, let alone bloody 10. He grew a beard, right, by the time that he was given to honestly, to get up. He then got up. I mean, honestly, how many, this is ridiculous. When someone hits the deck, that is when the count starts from. And the count actually was 14 or 15, not 10.
He got dropped twice, man. We was in the audience screaming like, what the fuck? Listen, I done played it, and salute to Tim TV and that super chat. Much love. He said, what up? Salute to the Lions Den broadcast community. That's who we are. Now, I played the video. I was there. I did the comparison with my own footage. Deontay Wilder was going to a corner. that motherfucker pulled him into another direction, stopped the count, and told him to go back to the corner he was going to in the first fucking place. It was like a 12 count. What are we talking about here? And then when y'all motherfuckers told us refs don't do things like that, you're exaggerating. What happened almost a year later? Padilla. And that's how we got to know Skinny Hussein. Oh, Drew, what are you talking about? Are y'all paying attention to details? Padilla said, oh, yeah, you know, we had to, I'm in the Philippines and Manny Pacquiao Filipino, so, I give him extra time. Skinny knocked Manny Pacquiao out with a fucking jab. You want to talk, if Tyson Fury had a 15 count, Pacquiao had like a fucking 30 count. And Skinny Hussein, whom I talk to on Instagram quite frequently, he's still salty about that. I would be too. Because look what Manny Pacquiao's done with his career. And Skinny Hussein knocked him out with a jab. A jab! That happened, y'all. And some fucking 20 years later, they inducted Padilla in the Hall of Fame, and he admits that he cheated? Get the fuck out of here. But you see, we had a lot of niggas that were unconditional Pacquiao fans once upon a time. Y'all remember them niggas? What y'all got to say about that? Come on now. We are niggas. You Ryan Garcia dick pullers. You Manny Pacquiao dick pullers. You Fury dick pullers. I see all you niggas. I see you for what you are. We break the news here. And sometimes we ain't got to break shit. I had no idea Padilla was going to do that. I saw that fight. I said, man, that's fucked up. But now he's going to the Hall of Fame. And then he admits it. What y'all gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Time reveals all truth. Now what? Corruption's all through the sport. When Deontay said, hey man, we didn't know he was coming back. When they unveiled that statue, I found out when y'all found out. He said, man, we still got work to do. I said, what's he mean? He's coming back? Oh, shit. I didn't know. Tay didn't know. I called him up. I said, yo. He said, I didn't know. I said, oh, shit. There it is. So now, Daniel Kinahan is still running around these streets. Bob Arum is still running around these streets. Right? But y'all like to break the Don King glass and talk about what Al Heyman is doing and all that corrupt shit. Al Heyman has not spoken to any fucking body. But y'all still think he a criminal. Y'all break the Don King glass, but how did Bob Arum get top rank again? Did he steal it from Ali? Y'all ain't got nothing to say to Zaddy though, right? You niggas are amazing. You niggas are amazing. But that's okay. I'm here to talk about it. Tyson Fury, your champion, can't come to America.
So what? Yeah. So what are they doing now? They're trying to conjure up, right, a heavyweight sporting card for December in Saudi Arabia with Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury against Usyk. Okay, that means that all of a sudden they're trying to switch focus on the Middle East because there's less controls, right, and less scrutiny on that, right? And so, again, but give Deontay Wilder some credit, right? He said, look, okay, this is my profession. If that's where you want us to fight, okay, I'll fight over there. I mean, he's the only one out of this who comes out with his credibility intact.
He's the only one. And I'm going to tell you something else, man. In Saudi, this motherfucker Fury ain't going to be able to pull that bullshit, man. A lot of people don't recognize, man. Yeah, I mean, I like how y'all niggas tried to make it a big deal when they had that little moment, that little kumbaya moment, right? I like how y'all tried to make a big deal out of that. Fuck y'all for that, for real. Y'all don't understand business. If I'm over there trying to conduct a deal that's worth millions, I could put aside smacking the motherfucker in the face for cheating me for 2 seconds, especially when I have a opportunity to maybe get him in the ring again and do it for millions of dollars. You motherfuckers don't understand a goddamn thing. You are the motherfuckers that'll be on the first 48. Salute the BFTB. I totally understood when he said that. Okay, but y'all seem to forget or act like you didn't know. That same day, the champ did an interview with 78. Did y'all miss that? We all watched it. Old media, they watched it because he don't talk to old media. If it's a Deontay quote, they got to get it from one of us. Okay, and he stood there and said, "Yeah, I know what happened. Sally's been trying to get me here for years. I know what happened to me in the Fury fight. They told me. They actually confirmed what happened. And I know we could have been fighting here years ago, but several people ducked me. Y'all, I ain't gonna say no names. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all gonna act like y'all ain't hear that? Y'all gonna act like y'all didn't hear that? Well, go ahead. Go right ahead. He's been ducked. He been cheated. So for Fury to turn around and say, "Oh yeah, I guess he knows I didn't trade him," why the fuck would you even say that? Why is that even a conversation if it didn't happen to you? You bitch. But time reveals all truth. It's been revealing the truth.
And also, don't forget, Drew, okay, let's step aside from Deontay Wilder, then let's listen to what Derek Chisora said about when he fought Tyson Fury and how on 2 occasions he was cheated. I mean, look, you know, this is not just out plucking things out of the air, right? This cheating goes through the whole of Fury's career. Let's go back to when Fury 10 years ago said on that interview that everyone is on drugs and everyone's on steroids and that, and the interviewer said, including you, and he just raised his eyebrows and said, well, of course, including me. Right? So it's no big secret about any of this, right? Honestly. Time reveals all truth.
Right. All truth. All of it is true. Y'all just nitpick on what you want to feel is true. So you can say this is sour grapes. Keep talking. Keep talking. But I want to know what y'all going to do. What y'all going to do when it all comes down. Don't abandon ship. Don't abandon ship, because I'm telling you, if it goes down like how I feel it's going to go down, I'm calling some of you motherfuckers out by name. You had all this nut-hugging shit to say. You had all this negative rhetoric to say about Deontay. When this shit finally blows up, and I told y'all, it's not going to happen next week, next month. It might take a couple of years. But when it happens, you know what? It might happen when these guys are long retired. But when it happens, trust me, I'm going to be right there in the pocket. Like, yeah, what happened to so-and-so? All this bullshit to say. Now these motherfuckers is going to prison. Where's your content, nigga? Where's your content, nigga? I can't, man, you know what? It's always us, man. It's always us. And I can't stand you niggas. I can't stand you niggas. I can't. I cannot stand you. I can't stand you. Code? There is none. Not for you, motherfuckers. You want to blow wherever you want to go wherever the wind blows you. Yeah, this is gonna give me some views. I'll talk about that. This is gonna give me some views. I'll talk about that. Sucker nigga. Nigga. Q-tip. I'm gonna pull that audio too. Sucker nigga. Nigga. We gonna see. Where is your fucking content about this Daniel Kinahan motherfucker? And you know why I'm doing this? You know why I say never forget? Deontay Wilder was in Los Angeles. Y'all heard what happened. And his response simply was, better be safe than sorry. And I saw some motherfucker, somebody, oh, you know, you're criminal. Nope. Let me explain something to y'all. Where did Biggie get killed? California. What happened to Pop Smoke? From my city. Pop Smoke from my city. What happened to him when he went out there? Okay. Now, I know for a fact that there's motherfuckers that are employees at airports that can get information to people in the street. Yo, so-and-so just landed. I don't know what they're doing here, but they're leaving in this car, and yeah. Stick-up kids working in the airports trying to come up. So he ain't got no gun license out there. You know what? I'd rather have one. I'd rather be tried by 9 than carried by 6. Y'all know what that means. Y'all know what that means. I'd rather him get caught with one than without one. Because if Biggie had a hammer on him, maybe he could have bust back. If Pop Smoke had a hammer on him, maybe he could have bust back. Well, I heard they got him when he was in the fucking shower. But still, y'all get what I'm saying. So when motherfuckers come on here and tell me, yo, what's he doing? Yeah, he was arming himself. It's our American right. Hello? Right to bear arms. Hello? I'd rather him explain it later. That's why I'm doing this show. Because I saw that shit bubbling. But never forget who Tyson Fury is and who he associates with. A fucking cartel leader. And by the way, if you live anywhere in the United States, when was the last time you seen Tyson Fury walking in our streets? For you
and also, Drew, we don't know what is known behind the scenes of potential threats to Deontay Wilder because of the nature of Fury, the cheating, Kinahan cartel, murders, hitmen, and all of this stuff we've spoken about, right? What threats that we don't know about? What threats have been made against Deontay Wilder and his family? We don't know those threats. So to be honest with you, whilst what you've just said is correct, of course, rather be judged by 9 than carried by 6, of course, with the threats that you say, there may be even bigger threats from bigger forces, dark forces like the Kinahan cartel and other people, and Fury and all of those people. So we don't know what threats that have been made against Deontay Wilder. So in that respect, right, I think, you know, we need to reserve judgment until we find out the actual circumstances.
That's a true story. I mean, there could be some motherfuckers mad at him because of something that we said online. There could be people are that crazy. Mad at something we said online and then see him and they're gonna run up on him. Stupid. I mean, people are that stupid. I mean, look at the shit that people say on YouTube. Oh my God, I'm gonna fuck you up and I'll kill you and your whole family. I got your address. Over a boxing opinion, nigga. You really about to end your life over that? I mean, people are really like fanatics for this shit. Fanatic. I'm not a fanatic of nothing. That's why I try not to use that term fan. Fan is short for fanatic. I'm a fanatic of no man or woman. I use the word supporter. I understand the term fan. I don't like to use that word though. I'm a supporter. I'm a strong supporter of fairness in boxing. I'm a strong supporter of Deontay Wilder. I'm a strong supporter of black fighters because I know what we've gone through. Are y'all subscribed to a Scrapbook Boxing? He's going through the history of black fighters. We've been up against this for literally over 100 years, man. Literally.
And also, Drew, right? I mean, listen, Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, could have $1 billion with a B, $1 billion lawsuit over what has gone down. So then, who benefits? You see, if he's a threat to the Kinahan cartel, a threat to all of these millions of dollars, Bob Arum gave Daniel Kinahan $8 million. The kind of money we're talking about means that the threat to Deontay Wilder could come from organised crime. It could come from any number of angles, right? Because Deontay Wilder is a possible threat to their cartels, to their wrongdoing and criminality. So that is, you know, that is a threat to Deontay Wilder we ain't even looked at. So I think he's quite right to make sure that he's protecting himself. Maybe in future he needs a few Secret Service guards, and then they can have the guns and whatever, right? You know what I mean? Maybe he should have the bodyguard like Kevin Costner or someone like that. You know, there are private security firms who he could hire bodyguards who can be armed. But in this instance, right, to be honest with you, we don't know what threats, right, that Deontay Wilder and his family have been facing, and from where it could come from very dark places like the Kinahans, you know, any Bob Arum, whoever in this world. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars here.
How right would it be if when all this goes to trial, the WBO and the WBC are found guilty and guilty to the point where those sanctioning bodies become damn near defunct. I mean, I don't know how any of that will work, but defunct them. And if in that aspect, you know, the people who are paying sanctioning fees to these belts and their organizations, if they're done away with due to corruption, those people will be like, oh, I got these belts, you know, what do I do? How dope would it be if Deontay bought the sanctioning bodies, right, merged them, made one belt, and just held a tournament? You know, I mean, I'm just thinking far ahead, but do away with these motherfuckers if they were corrupt. WBA, WBC, I don't like them anyway. Throw the green belt in the trash. You know what I mean? Throw them in the trash. And the WBA, throw them in the trash over Gloria Martinez. So fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, I'll concede, Drew, going forward, right, we're going to see a corporate takeover of boxing. So people like Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, right, Frank Warren, right, and a lot of those promoters, their job will be obsolete, and all the fighters will be done in a corporate structure, corporate way. Now, some people can say that's bad or whatever, but it certainly would be a lot better than what we got now. The old backroom smoking cigars and criminality and organised crime and washing of drug money and all that. Well, if that is removed by corporate bodies coming in, well, that can only be a good thing. And, you know,
I think that'll be brilliant, man. And last but not least, I would love to see where Sugar Hill falls in this. I'll be all over that. Because when everyone starts going to trial and shit, you know, I want to see what good old Sugar Hill, where he falls in this, man.
He'll be a witness for the prosecution immediately. Immediately, right? He will be singing like a canary, right, to save his own skin. Of course he will. He's got a background in being in law enforcement, in legal studies and all that stuff. Sugar Hill, right, when the time is right, he will become a government witness, right, at the drop of a hat. Or, as they say, in a New York minute.
New York minute. And I'll be right there. I'll be DMing him, emailing him. Bro, you got to come on my show and clear your name. Round 2, mofo. Round 2. It'll be me and him. A whole show. I want to have a conversation. You know, I just want to talk. But I got to get out of here because, you know, salute to Ebony K. Williams. Bitch, I drive a bus. And I'm gonna go drive that bus and make my little, whatever, 80K a year, whatever it is, I'm going to make this year, whatever it is, man. Art Hostage, let them know how they can find you, good brother.
Well, you can find me on YouTube at Art Hostage. You can find me on Twitter at Art Hostage and see the daily attacks I'll get. I was doing a live the other night, got a phone call. The man at the other end, organised crime member, said to me, I'm going to shoot you in the head. I said, well, can you wait until I finish my live and then you can do what you want? Honestly, well, how else am I meant to deal with that? He phones me up and he says, I'm going to shoot you in the head. I said, well, at least let me finish doing my live.
Oh, my God.
Honestly, you can't believe it. Honestly, and you know why? Because we're over the target. You know why you get these attacks and threats? Because you're telling the truth and we're telling the truth, right? And because otherwise, if it wasn't true, people would just bat it off and say that's just a load of nonsense. But when it gets that heavy duty, you know that you're over the target. And for those who believe, right, that Deontay Wilder should not have been armed, right, I think they're just naive and don't have the facts. Right, because he is a potential threat to multi-billion-dollar industries, right? Because if he issues a lawsuit, the media won't be able to hide that. They won't be able to run away from that. And so that could be the potential thing, a billion-dollar lawsuit issued by Deontay Wilder's legal team. And the fear of that could cause any kind of problems. So no wonder the man is obviously looking to protect himself.
Bro, I need you to be careful, man.
Well, you know, to be honest with you, from their track record, they're not very good shots anyway. I'm more worried about my neighbours. Honestly, they keep missing. Honestly, they couldn't hit, they couldn't hit a cow's arse with a banjo. Right, so honestly and truthfully, right, so honestly, I'm more worried about the people around me than me.
Oh, my God. That is the most gangster shit I've ever. Man, I love you, bro, man. I'm going to holler at you soon, good brother. Man, peace to you, Art. Be careful. You already know what time it is. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Motherfuck Tyson Fury. And All you dick pullers, man. You already know what time it is, man. Painful Excellence podcast today. Tonight. Ay, man. I'll catch you on the rebound. Bros on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.